Hello. Hey there, I'm the Royal Australian again. This is part 13 of my Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist 1 walkthrough. Redux. I got me some cake and I got me some coffee. Let's clap some enemies back to the Stone Age. Again. We'll kick off with Dual Identity, which is inside Pegasus Castle. The time had come for the Duelist Kingdom Tournament Finals, and Yugi and Joey were more than ready. I sure hope I'm doing the right thing in deciding the duel again. But with Grandpa's soul at stake, I have to. Yugi and Joey walked into the arena and met with the two other finalists, Mai and Bandit Keith. Bandit Keith had cheated his way into the finals and had no plans to stop. Yugi, Joey, Mai, and Bandit Keith, I welcome all of you to the playoff arena. This is where the last great Duel Monsters duels shall be waged to determine the championship of the Duelist Kingdom. Only one of you shall emerge victorious. Only one of you shall win the $3 million prize, and of course, the victor in the playoffs shall also earn the right to challenge me in the final match. The victor will be granted one request, whatever his or her heart desires, and if it is within my vast power to do so, their wish will be granted. The victor will also be declared the undisputed Duelist Kingdom champion, ranked number 1 in the world. And boys, that'll be me. Surely any duelist that has come this far must realize that the title, and not the money, is a real prize, is that not so? You're a regular comedian. The money's all I need for my sister's operation. Yes, I'm sure all of you have more riding on this tournament than others, right, Yugi? You've got my grandpa's soul, and Mokuba, and even Setokaba captive. I'll find a way to defeat you and save them all. The first semi-final match was Yugi versus Mai. Although Mai was now friends with Yugi, she was playing to win. I used to think the only person a duelist could trust was herself. Everyone else was just an opponent. Then I met Yugi, and I learned through him that even the strongest opponents in the arena could still be friends outside it. If he hadn't loaned me his star chips, I might never have made it to the final round. I owe him a great debt. I promised Yugi an honorable duel, and that's just what I'm going to give him. But if he thinks that means I'm going to go battle it all out, he's dreaming. But if he thinks that means I'm not going to battle all out, he's dreaming. I'm going to give this match everything I've got, so when Yugi goes down, it'll be a victory I can be proud of. I promised him an honorable duel, not an easy one. Okay, Mai. Hey, there we go. That's how I wanted to start off. So, I'm looking at the same thing. I'm sorry, what? Bonk, bonk, bonk. I'm not going to open fire with an 800 attack elf. $1,500. You have 1,400 defense. Down. Okay. Let's set you face down for now. Monster recovery. Target one monster you control that is owned by you. If that monster is still on the field, shuffle it into the deck. Shuffle it in your entire hand into the deck. Also, after that, draw the cards equal to the number of cards you shuffled from your hand into the deck. By this effect, you cannot activate this card if you have a card in your hand that is owned by your opponent. Interesting. Okay. Ouch. Oh, what a card. That is beautiful. Yugi. Okay, she basically loses 1,000 life points per turn. And that's per full turn off of this dragon. Whoa, hello. Whoa, hello. What is this? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a ritual monster in this main deck. Okay. Okay. Summon you. Wow, that's a lot of attack. Tribute summon Best Dragon. And I'll just pay 800 life points. Look at this. Take control of it. Bonk. 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 What I'll do is I'll activate this card's effect to target itself, maybe? No, I'll target Harpy's pet dragon. There's no applicable card in the hand. Graveyard. And GG. Alright, your opponent's up. There we go. Wait, mate, there's something I want to say to you. Huh? Thank you. You said a duelist can learn more from defeat than victory, and you were correct. But you taught me a lot today. I had to confront my own fears and weaknesses, or I could never have defeated you. That's awfully nice of you to say that, but it seems to me that I also still have a lot more to learn. About dueling and about myself. But then I suppose no duelist ever learns all there is to know. And maybe the most important lesson is that defeat doesn't have to be forever. You won this duel, Yugi, but there will be others. You and I will meet in the arena again, kiddo. And when we do, you better watch out. Alright. Story deck. Yeah, we're going to use this 3 times. And that duel was a bit long, but at the end of the day, I was also eating and drinking a cup of coffee, so... If you guys are liking my videos, then please do check out my sponsor. There is a link in the description below. This channel is video is sponsored. This whole channel is sponsored by Dubby. If you use code TheRoyalAU at checkout, you'll score a 15% discount, I think it is, off of your purchase at Dubby. If not, it might be between 5 to 10% off. I'm not too sure. Dubby, if you'd like to leave a comment in the description below, in the comments below to correct me, that'd be very much appreciated. Dubby is a community of individuals that fosters content creation. So what a great sponsor they are. I appreciate the effort that Dubby puts into their... okay, Elegant Egotist summons Harpy Lady Sisters in the hand. I'm going to... discard 1 Harpy card, special summon 1 Harpy Sister, monster from your deck in face-up defense position except Harpy Channeler. I'm going to summon face-up by discarding the Harpy's pet dragon. Finally, I'll go with Elegant Egotist on the Harpy Lady Sisters in the hand. Next, I'll open fire. It's totally okay. I'll accept that. Activates target you, switch you to attack. activate key spell, destroy swords of revealing light. This is going to be a relatively quick video, ladies and gentlemen, but still, if you guys want to check out my sponsor, there is a link in the description below. Okay. Oh, Lord. Okay, out comes Blackluster Soldier. Hello. Hi there, sir. We're done. That's one. Just going to check the controller. Okay, it's good. Just checking my controller, ladies and gents. There are also quite a lot of referrals in the description below, and if you join any of them, you'll be taking part in the biggest endeavors you've ever taken part in your lives. Because they will change it. In my case, I have 34,800 ITLG, InterLink Genesis tokens. Each of them worth a staggering 7 cents Australian each. Crap. Hang on, let me just open up the InterLink Labs app, just to correct myself. Oh yeah. Yeah, 36,800, I just missed the 30 on top. So 36,000... Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. Oh god, dang. Anyway, I have 36,830 ITLG, and when the verified ITLG feature launches finally, people can compare their... Sorry, people can verify their ITLG and score actual money from it. In my case, I have. Each token is worth 7 cents Australian, and I have somewhere in the ballpark of $15,000 in my account already. So if you guys want to get in on it, you can start by following my link in the description below as an indirect referral, because you're not actively a friend on the InterLink app itself. I will gain a boost, and you will gain a boost in ITLG production. Let me be transparent. All-in monster scale 300 attack. Boop. Okay. Boop. Bonk. That is not good. My own damn downfall. God damn it. Bricked. I am bricked. Happy lady girl. Okay. I'm just going to end it there and go with the custom deck of the same period. There you go. Ignore that. Ignore that. That's Raid Shadow Legends. A while back, I posted my Raid Shadow Legends link. I think in part 12. If you guys want to check out the Raid Shadow Legends game itself, you can do so by following the link in the description of that video. I don't like posting the same, businesses referral link that they offered me twice in a row in the space of channels because their business practices are rather predatory. Okay. This deck is from the year 2003, ladies and gentlemen. It is the oldest real-life deck I have. It consists of all of this in gold rare. All pieces of Exodia of mine are in gold rare. That was not a critical piece of the puzzle. Okay, cool. That's $3 for that effort. The whole engine of this deck. Let me explain something about this deck. Okay, and I'll do so at the end of this duel. And how to conduct it or use it. I think you know something I don't. Alright. You're not inflicting any battle damage, Yugi. Again, you're not inflicting any damage. Saved, but not by much. So this video is going to be a long one, annoyingly, but it's going to be a hilarious one. Beautiful. I like this. I like that card a lot. I have 3 monsters in my hand I cannot use. You cannot open fire this turn. It affects the player. Looks like I'm in trouble. $4.5 in damage. Well, Yugi, I think you just created your own downfall here. This card, by the way, is at 1 in real life. Okay. Activate you. One. This card is so funny. Ladies and gentlemen, you are about to see how hilarious one card can be. Smart. Oh boy. Just casually set that face down. He's on the defensive. Now he's on the offensive. This deck is so funny. Okay, let me show you how this deck works. Trollolol number 2, which means 2 in Russian, is my recreation of my real-life recipe, the Exodia delay deck. Your goal is to stall out the opponent as long as possible. And you must have a bare minimum of 15 monsters in your deck, but no higher. Your minimum is your maximum. What you have here is effectively the equivalent of I win and you lose. Okay? Regardless. And the only way to beat this deck is to randomly discard from the hand. Ignore this. There you are, just claiming my time reward. 1 day of peace protects you from attack. Neither player takes damage until the end of the opponent's next turn. Prodigy Duality prevents you from special summoning and activating an additional 1 of these. However, it allows you to check out the top 3 cards of your deck, add them to your hand, and shuffle the rest back in. So if you have this in your hand and your hand is entirely bricked, you can use this card to help you shuffle the deck so that you can get a card that is worth using. Swords of Revealing Light is pretty self-explanatory. We use this to prevent our opponent from attacking for a total of 9 turns, or 18 turns if you count your own. Upstart Goblin in real life is at 1, I believe. As of the current ban list, I have not played Yu-Gi-Oh! In real life for a long time, but I'm pretty sure in real life it's at 1. Quite a substantially powerful card, because it allows you to draw a card in exchange for your opponent getting 1,000 life points, which plays right into your engine. And your engine consists of these 6 cards. You want your opponent's life points to be as high as possible, and you want your life points to be as low as possible. Why? When you give your opponent 1,000 life points, they have 9,000 points. But if you give them 9,000 more life points, it puts their life points at a total of 18,000. If you've not done any damage to them first. When you pay life points to draw cards, you're paying 1,000 life points to draw cards equivalent to the difference times 2,000 life points. For example, if your opponent has 7,000 life points, if your opponent has 9,000 life points and you have 7,000, you're only drawing 1 card off of this card's effect. And that is after activation and paying its cost. That's when these 2 cards come in handy. Jar of Greed simply is a Yatagarasu, a legacy of Yatagarasu. Let's just draw 1 card. Yatagarasu, Jar of Greed, draw 1 card. That's the only effect you'll be using of that card, unless the opponent controls a spirit monster. Reckless Greed is there to help you unbrick yourself. however, at the cost of your next 2 draw phases. Scrap Iron Scarecrow is there to stop a single attack, but it sets itself face down in preparation to do it again, but not in the same turn, unless you have 2 more of these face down. Threatening Roar is there to stop your opponent from attacking in general for 3 turns in total. Waboku is there to stop an opponent from dealing damage or destroying anything you control. Then we have the monsters here, the Exodia's left arm and left legs. Sorry, left arm and left leg, right arm and right leg. We have 3 copies of Battle Fader itself to prevent an attack and end the battle phase. Card D is here for draw power, except at the cost of your turn, because it draws 2 cards in exchange for ending your turn completely. However, it only works on summon, and if this card's effect is negated on summon and you use its effect will remain negated because it's a continuous lingering effect. Sort of. It remains negated on the field, because that's when it activates. Sorry, that's where it activates. And there's Exodia himself with the effect that if you have the left and right arms and the left and right legs, in addition to this card in the hand, you win the duel. Matai and the Time Lord is pretty much the same thing, but it deals damage per amount of card returns. However, you can return this card. This card returns to the deck in the standby phase of your next turn and shuffles it. At the same time, it removes bricks probably from areas in the deck that you don't want. The card is also a brick itself, that's why there's only 1 in the deck. We then have 2 Swift Scarecrow. 2 Swift Scarecrow is enough. Prevents an attack, ends the battle phase. But only if like Battle Fader, only if the attack is a direct one. Zero Garden is basically your 2nd and 3rd copy of Waboku. You take no damage, and nothing you control gets destroyed. So that's pretty much the deck itself. If you guys want any explanations here of my other decks, brilliant. Do let me know. Well, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I've been the Royal Australian. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out.